Hello and welcome back to the channel. Hope you have a good week, and I just thought I'd sort of make an update video. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good week, and I just wanted to hop on really and just make a bit of an update video because I know that for the last 5 months or so I'm not posting anything, and that's not a very good way of doing YouTube, let's be honest. The main reason really is down to mental health over winter, as a lot of people do. They, we struggle with our mental health with it being darker, and it just feels quite crap, to be honest. And to find the motivation to do something like this, which takes up a lot of charisma, let's say, it's almost too much to deal with. And yeah, sure, I could have put some videos together and got them out, but if I'm not happy with them, I'm not happy with them. I don't want them to be out there. I've unlisted a few videos already that I did post, and I posted them, they went live, and I just thought, nah, I don't want that to be on the internet. Not for any particular reason other than I just know that I wasn't feeling great myself, and I didn't want that to be, not that I want to pretend that I'm not, I don't get stressed or I don't feel those emotions. It's not very entertaining. It should have its own specific video, similar to how this sort of moment is going to go through those things. Obviously, if you're going through anything yourself, or you're struggling, then obviously my comment section, or even my private messages on Instagram, the links are in the description. They always are. Just go and have a look. And yeah, just message me. I'm more than happy to speak to anybody. Just say I've come from your YouTube, I've seen your video, and I've just been feeling however. And if you don't want to do it, it's absolutely fine. There's no judgment. It is difficult to do. But yeah, I just wanted to clear that up because it is it's tough sometimes when you have some imbalances up there, as I'm sure a lot of people do understand. And if you don't understand, then God, I wish I could be you. But yeah, moving on from that, I just wanted to clear that up at the start. But yeah, I hope you are doing good. We are going to go through a little car update. It's been so long. Last time I posted anything was probably a really rubbish short that I posted probably 7 months ago about my new intake on my car, which left a lot to the imagination. Let's be honest. I was quite lazy with that whole thing, and I know I've not filmed any processes that I've been going through with modifying it, but it's just because it's been a bit difficult, really. And we'll get through that. We'll get through that now. So let's cut to our screen recording. And how are you finding this whole new setup? Do you like how it looks? Do you like it? I'm basically using the Twitch Studio Beta, and it allows you to record videos in there. Not a plug or anything, I'm just saying how I'm doing it. I spent a few hours setting it up. Really handy for stuff like this. Really cuts back on the editing time. So if you are thinking of how can I make videos, blah blah blah, really recommend it. So let's have a look here. So as you can see, this is probably how you remember the car. This is kind of all you've ever really seen of it. You can see obviously we've got standard wheels, standard suspension. It looks like a monster truck. It wasn't great. But yeah, as your first sort of expensive car, which is what this is for me, yeah, it's alright. Can't complain. It is what it is. It was nice having the simplicity, let me tell you, because it's not so much an easy daily now. I will be honest with you. Now we're going to move on to this. This was the second. Well, no, sorry, no. Let's back up a bit. Let's back up for just 1 second. Obviously, you know that I did the exhaust video, yeah, which actually got quite a lot for myself, quite a lot of views, did quite well. It's still doing quite well. It gets probably 300 views a month, which I'm happy with. It's been a long time since I've posted it. It's been about a year now since I posted it. That was the first modification I did. Still the same exhaust. It does need fixing because it's just hanging. It's hanging a bit now, quite low, and it does catch on stuff, which we'll get to, and you'll see why. Okay, so let's hop back in. So the next thing that I did was an intake. Now this is from Cyclone Induction, I believe they're called. I'll put their links in the bio, in the description. Check them out. Really affordable for what you get. It's metal and it's powder coated. You can choose a coloured powder coating. It's not for every car, but for VWs, it does do quite a lot of stuff for VWs. It comes with a Pro-Ram air filter, which I've not had any issues with at all. And it sounds really good, and it's pretty affordable. I think this cost, for the whole thing, it cost, or everything that's blue there in the intake is what I got, and I think it was about 160 or 140 pounds, either one. But you go and have a look at intake systems. They're silly money, and they all do the same thing unless you're wanting to put big power through it. Definitely recommend. We'll move to the next. So next up is, I lowered it. As you can see, apart from lowering it externally, it's pretty similar to how it looked before. You can see that we've got standard wheels still on there, everything like that, but it is just low. You can't really see it there. Let me zoom in a bit. The back fitment was pretty good. Happy with the back fitment. The front fitment wasn't too good. It had quite a big arch gap. The only issue is with the their 17-inch alloys are standard. With those alloys, the only issue is that it rode very close to the ground. Now, I've never driven a lowered car before, and this was my first experience. So I did struggle slightly with it. But yeah, it was cool. It was fun. It was almost like an OEM plus type thing where you could get away with it if you wanted to. I probably would have had to put some spacers on there, but yeah, the front can go lower. I just didn't want to at the start because I was scared I was going to smash it off everything I saw. Which leads us on to the next, and pretty much where it's at right now. So a lot has changed. As you can see, got some new wheels. Now the thing is, I did my MOT and I had to get new tyres because we're close to legal limit, which if you're not from England, I don't know how it works in other countries, but they'll test how deep the tread is left on the wheel, and if it's within a certain depth, they'll kind of say, look, either you need to get new tyres or it's failed, you can't drive on the road. So mine got to the point where it was, you need new tyres. Now I was looking for some tyres for the 17-inch wheels, and it was going to come to about £500. Now, I'm fine with paying £500 for tyres, that's absolutely fine, you know. It's one of those things that you do put in the budget. However, these wheels came along, and don't get me wrong, they are replicas. They actually are replica Mercedes McLaren SLR alloys. Now, I'm happy to say they're replicas because with the tyres, which were basically new tyres, they've been freshly powder coated in this gorgeous colour. It's like an anthracite, but really metallic. 19-inch. On the front it's 9J, on the back it's 9.5J, and they have 2, 4, 5 slightly stretched tyres on them. So for that whole package, that cost me £400, £390 actually, which I can't complain with. And I think they look absolutely great. You know, when you're looking at them, they look great, and it really, really sets the car off, and it kind of gives it that stance that I really like. The back fitment is perfect. That is just as low as it can go. On the front, it can go a bit lower, and I am going to be doing that. And I may potentially put in maybe even just a 5mm spacer, just to fatten it up a bit. But we will see. And I just threw these on just for the sake of it. Pretty much the same thing, but this is how it's kind of sitting. I was on the way to a meet, so the faces of who's taking pictures, we thought it was the police at first, but it wasn't. But yeah, that's kind of how it sits as it rolls down the road, which, you know, is pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm happy with how it looks. I have done a kill all wipers, wiper delete again. I'll put a link in the description so you can find that easily if you're looking for one. Relatively easy to do. I should have filmed it really, but I just wanted to get it done. But yeah, that's how it is looking at the moment. I should have filmed it and I should have made content on it, but the coilovers, for example, when I lowered it, me and my friend Matt, who I actually reviewed his limo, I roasted his limo, his old limo, him. We did the lowering ourselves, and we thought it was going to take maybe like about 3 hours. It took about 9 hours in total, and it was awful. We realised how awful it was going to be about 10 minutes into filming, and I just thought, you know what, I'm not gonna bother, because this is going to make it even longer if I'm going to be filming, especially if I'm doing B-roll and things like that. So I just didn't do it. The wheels, I'd taken a break from filming at that point, and I didn't really want to film in front of strangers at their unit where they store things, and, you know, yeah. If you've made videos, you know it's a bit weird filming in public when you've not done it for a little while, or if you've never done it at all. So that's where we're at with that. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. At the moment, I recently had to do a water pump because that broke. Not great. And I'm still having some issues with it since then. So I'm going to have to take it into a specialist and get it looked at, and hopefully they can tell me what's wrong with it. Because at the moment, it's a bit poorly. It's not running too good. But you know the score. Like I said in the last video, we have got stickers on the site. We've got Death Before DB'd. That comes in chrome, black, and white, if you can see it. They start from £3. We also have the smaller Death Before DB'd. Again, black, chrome, somewhere here. I've got some white as well. And then finally, we've got some other little bits, and I'm sorry to have to do this, but I've got to plug my business. We've got 6-1 banners. This is a chrome. They come in black, white, reflective black. And finally, we've got a little tag 6-1 slap stickers. These are the reflective white ones. They reflect in the light. We've got black. And we've got white. These start from £3, pretty cheap. Really cheap postage. And now the Royal Mail have sorted their stuff out, keep it PG, we should be getting them out to you pretty quick. So the link for that is in the description as well. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'm really, really happy to be back. I'm really excited to actually be making these videos, and I'm sure you can tell it in just my sort of the energy I'm giving off. I'm really enjoying it. If you've not checked out my other videos, make sure you do. Click the there. There's going to be some videos up there you can check out as well. But yeah, nice one. Thank you for checking in. And yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, drop a sub, and go have a look at the Instagrams. Okay, nice one. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, and have a good week. Catch you later.